A migraine can feel like it appears out of nowhere, but for many people, the attack actually begins hours before the pain becomes noticeable. You may first feel unusually tired, have difficulty concentrating, become sensitive to light or sound, crave certain foods, feel irritable, or notice tension building around your neck and head. These early changes can be warning signs that your nervous system is becoming more sensitive. Recognizing those signals gives you an opportunity to act before the migraine fully develops. One of the most important parts of a natural migraine prevention protocol is consistency. Your brain responds strongly to changes in sleep, hydration, meals, stress, caffeine, and daily routines. When several of these factors change at the same time, your migraine threshold may become lower. The goal is not to create a perfect lifestyle overnight. It is to make your daily routine predictable enough that your nervous system has fewer reasons to become overstimulated. Start with hydration. Even mild dehydration can contribute to headaches in some people, especially when combined with heat, exercise, sweating, illness, or long periods without drinking. Instead of waiting until you feel extremely thirsty, drink fluids regularly throughout the day. If you have been sweating heavily or losing fluids, replacing electrolytes may also be useful. However, people with certain kidney, heart, or blood pressure conditions may need individualized fluid or electrolyte recommendations from a healthcare professional. Your meals can also make a major difference. Going for long periods without eating may trigger a migraine in some people. A more stable approach is to eat regular, balanced meals that contain protein, fiber, healthy fats, and minimally processed carbohydrates. Foods such as eggs, yogurt, fish, vegetables, beans, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and fruit can provide steady nutrition without creating the extreme swings that may occur with highly processed meals. Pay attention to your personal food triggers rather than automatically eliminating large numbers of foods. Chocolate, aged cheese, processed meats, alcohol, artificial sweeteners, and other foods are sometimes reported as migraine triggers, but triggers are highly individual. A food that causes problems for one person may have no effect on another. Removing everything from your diet can make eating unnecessarily difficult and may even make it harder to identify what is actually responsible. Caffeine deserves special attention. Small or moderate amounts of caffeine may help some people with headaches, while sudden changes in caffeine intake can trigger headaches or migraines in others. If you regularly drink coffee or another caffeinated beverage, keeping the amount and timing relatively consistent may be more helpful than repeatedly increasing and decreasing your intake. If you want to reduce caffeine, doing so gradually is generally easier than stopping abruptly. Sleep is another major part of migraine prevention. Both too little sleep and too much sleep can be associated with attacks in some people. Instead of trying to catch up on sleep at random times, aim for a consistent sleep and wake schedule. Going to bed and getting up at approximately the same times each day can help your body's internal clock remain stable. A dark, quiet, comfortable bedroom and a relaxing evening routine can also make it easier to maintain healthy sleep. Stress is often discussed as a migraine trigger, but the relationship can be more complicated than simply saying stress causes migraines. Some people experience an attack during intense stress, while others develop symptoms when the stressful period suddenly ends. This is why regular stress management may be more useful than waiting until you feel overwhelmed. Slow breathing is one simple technique you can use when you notice your body becoming tense. Sit comfortably, relax your shoulders, and breathe slowly without forcing the breath. Allow your abdomen to expand gently as you inhale and relax as you exhale. Continue for several minutes. The goal is not to force a migraine to disappear, but to reduce physical tension and give your nervous system a chance to settle. Light and sensory stimulation can also matter. Bright sunlight, flashing lights, strong smells, loud environments, and prolonged screen exposure may contribute to symptoms for some people. If you notice that these factors frequently appear before an attack, reducing unnecessary exposure during your early warning period may be helpful. Sunglasses can be useful outdoors, and taking regular breaks from screens may reduce eye strain and sensory overload. Exercise can support migraine prevention as well. Regular moderate physical activity may help some people experience fewer attacks over time. Walking, cycling, swimming, stretching, or other enjoyable activities can be good options. The important point is consistency rather than intensity. Extremely intense exercise, especially when you are dehydrated, overheated, underfed, or not accustomed to it, may trigger symptoms in some people. Your neck and shoulders may also deserve attention. Long hours at a desk, looking down at a phone, or holding tension in the shoulders can contribute to discomfort that overlaps with headache symptoms. Adjust your posture, keep your screen at a comfortable height, and take movement breaks throughout the day. Gentle neck and shoulder movements may help release accumulated tension, but avoid aggressive stretching or manipulation if it causes pain or dizziness. One of the most useful natural tools is a migraine diary. Record when symptoms begin, how long they last, what you ate, how much you slept, your caffeine intake, hydration, stress level, exercise, menstrual or hormonal changes if relevant, and anything unusual that happened that day. Over several weeks, patterns may become easier to see. You may discover that your migraines are not caused by one single trigger, but by a combination of factors. For example, missing lunch by itself may not always cause a migraine. Sleeping poorly by itself may not always cause one either. But poor sleep followed by skipped meals, dehydration, excessive caffeine, and a stressful afternoon could push you past your individual migraine threshold. Understanding this concept can be much more useful than searching for one miracle food or supplement. When you notice your early warning signs, respond early. Move to a calm environment if possible. Drink some water if you may be dehydrated. Eat a balanced meal or snack if you have gone too long without food. Reduce bright light and loud noise. Relax your neck and shoulders. Give yourself a period of quiet rest rather than continuing to push through intense stimulation. Some people also explore supplements as part of a migraine prevention strategy. Magnesium is one of the better studied options, and some evidence suggests it may help reduce migraine frequency in certain people. Riboflavin, also known as vitamin B2, and coenzyme Q10 have also been studied for migraine prevention. However, natural does not automatically mean risk-free. Supplements can interact with medications, cause side effects, and may not be appropriate for everyone. It is best to discuss supplementation with a qualified healthcare professional, particularly if you take medications or have an ongoing medical condition. Avoid relying on supplements as a replacement for the basics. A supplement cannot compensate for consistently poor sleep,